Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am at the post office, and as you can see, I have Rocket Dog with me. And I'm going to talk a little bit about Rocket, a tiny little bit about Joe, and maybe I'll even talk about me for a little bit. Who knows, right? I'm busy, always busy. You know that. That's all you need to know. I'm excited because over there, right next to the post office, is a new Dollar Tree, and I don't know if it's open. I see some cars there. I'm gonna be some pissed if it's open, and I don't know about that yet. And I hope that my other Dollar Tree stays open, but this Dollar Tree is right next to the post office. You don't know how much I'm going to love that. So I'm excited. I'll check and see if it's open later. I want to fill you in on a couple things about Joe. He is out of treatment. I told you that already. And, oh yeah, and I did want to explain, because somebody told me that no, people only go to treatment centers if they have relapsed from alcohol or drugs. But no, that's not the case. I told you that Joe has 28 years under his belt as of September 2, and today is his birthday as I'm recording. I'm recording this on Wednesday, September 25. You're not going to see it until the day after. I'm trying to get ahead of the game with videos now. I do have a video coming out today. It's the last Christmas block for the 12 blocks of Christmas. So you're going to see this a day late, a day after Joe's birthday, but you can still tell him happy birthday if you want in the comments, and I'll let him know. But today is his birthday. He's 58, and he got out of treatment, Saturday? This is a Wednesday, and he is going to outpatient now, intensive outpatient. And that was a little bit of a hassle to get set up. Monday, he knew it was going to start Monday in the evening, but he didn't know, what time or anything. And I had asked by phone, and they said call Monday, talk to that wing. Okay, call Monday, and we find out that he hadn't been set up at all. So I'm glad I called. And then we hang up. She calls back, lets him know that he is indeed now registered or whatever. He's all set to come, and it's virtual. During the evenings, and he's like, no, I specifically said I don't want virtual, and I agree. Who wants to be at a computer for 3 hours? He doesn't even have a computer, and he'd have to come and sit at my computer? No, I need my computer at night. So the only in-person was mornings, and she said come in the morning. So now we're talking Tuesday, because he's already missed Monday morning. Because we called Monday morning, and they thought he was going to do evening. So, and I even spoke to her, and I said, are you sure everything is set up? I said, because I hate him to go there if things aren't all set. And she said, oh no, everything is set. He can come. Don't worry about it. All this and that. So he goes and he texts me, and he says they have no paperwork on me. I don't understand things like that. I just don't. But he said they'll get me set up. And I said, okay, great. And so that was Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. He went again. He likes it very much. And I'm glad. I'm very glad he's on meds. He's never been on meds for bipolar since I've known him. And this is something different. And so far, so good. I don't know. I think all kinds of things fell into place. I think he missed me for those 3 months that we were no longer together. I think he realized that maybe he could make some changes. I certainly have made changes, but not so much in how I act, but more on boundaries for myself, and not being afraid to upset not just him, but even with the others. You know what I mean? I started having boundaries with Mr. before Joe, between Joe and Joe. I can say his name because you guys know who I'm talking about, but I'll just let you guys know who I'm talking about. and I had some boundaries there about, this is one-sided, and, he would ask for more time, and, and I just was going with the flow with that, and some people thought I was an idiot. No, I knew everything I was doing, and that was all okay. I was spending time with somebody. I was learning more about myself and what I like and don't like with men and relationships. And again, it's not that any man has to change for me or that I need to change for any man. It's just finding one where you're on the same page on really important things that are important to you. Like, it's important to me that I get to go out dancing and would love a man who enjoys doing that with me. Doesn't have to dance. I've given up on that hope. But who likes to at least go out, and it makes him happy to see me being happy, and that he enjoys the music and stuff like that. That's really important to me, and that's just one thing that I wouldn't ever go out with somebody who tells me I can't go out, or, it's just dumb. And I don't like to be with somebody who doesn't go out with me, because what the fuck is the sense in having a boyfriend if he's not going to enjoy being out with me? That's more lonely. When I would go out without Tony, I'll say his name, I was more lonely than if I had no one, because I'm kind of like, it's no fun, like, trying to find somebody else, and, I just rather be completely free of any man and go out alone if I'm going to have to go out alone. If I'm with a guy, I want that guy to be having fun being with me, and he did it a few times, but it wasn't in him. He didn't want to go out. He didn't like that at all. He wasn't one to go out. So, it's stuff like that. You just got to find somebody that's a good match for the most part. Of course, there's always things that are not going to be perfect, but boy, going out dancing, that's big for me, just like remote control cars were big for him. Can you imagine if I said, yeah, I'll go a couple times, and then I just never would go again, and then I would start complaining about it, like, you're gonna go out there and do that again? As if I wouldn't expect any man to put up with that. I wouldn't do that. I just, and I don't want somebody telling me. He didn't tell me I couldn't go out. He wanted me to go out, but again, it was lonely to go out without him. So there's a lot of characteristics with Joe that I had, and I really want those same things that I had that were good with him, with the new him or another person. He set the bar high, believe it or not, for a man who was a drug addict, an alcoholic, and all that stuff, had a rough life. And there are things about him that I haven't found in any of the others that I dated. So I need a little mix of everything, I guess. What was the reason I'm even here? Did I scare you by saying what? Come and sit on me for a minute. Come and sit. He just had a bath, and he's still wet in some places, itchy a little bit. So anyway, Joe is doing good for now. Good for now. And I take it just one day at a time with him. We are friends. He doesn't live with me and does not have a key. He stays with me as needed for what's convenient for wherever he has to go the next day, stuff like that. And it's just good. And I got Rocket, so I like that. But when he goes to stay at Miss B's, Rocket goes with him, so that's okay. It gives me a break, right, sweetie? Right. So I have a little story about Rocket. Rocket, when he first came to my apartment, which I don't know if it was the day that you saw him in the car that first time. That might have been. He went for a walk with me, and he got to see. I want you this way. So you can listen. You can listen to my story about you. He had a dog friend named Chloe. Remember Chloe? Huh? You like Chloe? That was his first girlfriend, and they would play off leash together. and have a lot of fun. And then one day, he met Penny. And I believe it was that first meeting of Penny that Chloe happened to be going by with her mommy in a car, and Chloe saw Rocket with Penny, and she barked. She was jealous because you were cheating on her, because you even pooped for Penny. You pooped for her. And as a doggy, you were showing off. You were showing off by doing that. Yes, you were. You were so proud of yourself. So Chloe was very sad. Yeah. And then this time around, he got to see Chloe and Penny together. So it was the three of you. And that was real fun. You loved that, right? That was so cool. You had those two girl dogs all after you. That was so fun. It was so cute. And I never have my phone, so I can never take a picture of you and your girlfriends. But then we go for a walk, and we meet Thor. Thor is about the same size as Rocket. Thor is the only dog that Rocket decided to hump. And I said, Rocket, are you gay? You're humping a boy dog? All you did is poop for the girl dog. Yeah, you didn't do any humping. People are hating this story. I just want to let you know that. If you get hate in the comments, it's Mummy's fault. And then I noticed, though, that Thor peed like a girl, so I was very confused. No leg lifting, just a squat. And I didn't say anything to Thor's mummy because I didn't know what to think, and I thought maybe she has a girl dog named Thor. But then I asked Chloe's mom when I saw Chloe's mummy, and she said, nope, Thor is a boy dog who pees like a girl. And then it made sense. Rocket knew that Thor identified as a girl dog. That's why he humped her. Right? You said that's a girl dog inside. She knows she's a girl dog. I love this dog so much. Oh my God. He makes me laugh. He's so cute. And I give you nice baths and you like that. Okay, go back over there. Sit down. I don't know if there's too much else. Oh, yes. I have a clip to show you. This was back in March 2023. We're now in September 2023. No. March 2024. We're in September 2024. So that was a while back. And Joe and I had gone to the little playground with Rocket. And for the first time ever, Rocket went up the steps, and Joe had gone up, and Rocket came down a slide, mostly like on his feet, but he came down a slide, and he did it 2 other times, and I just had it on camera, and I wanted to show you guys that clip, but then all hell broke loose, and then I couldn't even bring myself to watch the clip because it was so sad, and I didn't have Rocket in my life and things like that, but now, while Rocket's here, I want to show you the clip because it doesn't make me sad right now. And so I'm going to show it to you. It's just a couple of minutes. And again, he's mostly like just running down the slide, but he enjoyed doing it. And the first time he came to me and he was like looking at me like, Mommy, did you see what I just did? That kind of thing. Come over here again. Come on. You want to look outside. All right. You can look outside. And so I'm going to show you that right now. Come over here, Rocket. Are you kidding me? You went down the slide all by yourself? Oh my goodness, I can't even believe that. Go back to see Daddy. Come on, let's go. He wasn't even afraid his first time. Come on. Come on, go see Daddy. This side. Come over here, Rocket. Rocket, come on. He wants that one. Well, did you get him? Yeah, but I can't see him good like if he was face front. Okay, go again. Go again. It's going to be on this one because that's his favorite one. Okay, Rocket, come on. He runs down. He is so funny. Isn't that cute? It's cute. And I have forever had a blanket and a pillow that I was supposed to combine, deconstruct, and put together to make Rocket a dog bed. This is when I first met Rocket, when Joe was still living in Arkansas, I think. Never did that. And then it's just been sitting there in the closet. Again, made me cry every time I saw it. I did a lot of crying. And so I'd like to get back to making that dog bed for him while I'm happy, while we're a happy little mommy doggy family. Come over here. Come on me. I want you on me. Come on. Get up here. Okay. I'm going to have you in the camera with me. I feel safe with you. I do. So I hope I can do that. And there were a couple of other little Rocket things that I wanted to do. And I hope you enjoyed his pooping and humping story. I know so many people are disgusted by that. I actually have fun pissing people off. I really do. Oh, and Joe took me to an AA meeting I'd never been to. And I fucking loved it. It was almost all people our age or older. I mean, there was nobody 20. Now, I don't have anything against youngsters in AA. I used to go to a group, and I'll tell you about the other group that I left again. I was going to a group alone that I had gone with Joe to a few times, but they were all in their 20s and 30s, and it's just different. I felt like the grandmother of the group, and just couldn't relate as much. Some of them have hardly any life stories. They have drunk stories, but they haven't lived long enough to know a lot of things that I know or that I've experienced and stuff like that. So I had stopped going there, and then I didn't have my other place that I walked out of because I was so upset with this woman. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put it on the end screen, and I'll link it in the description about how I walked out of an AA meeting in tears, and I let loose, to say the least. And I don't regret it at all. I think I explained to you that I did go to that meeting with Joe because I asked him, I said, would you ever be willing to take me come with me to that meeting so I don't have to go in alone? And he wants me back. He's like, in that meeting, he's like, you have the right to be there. And he said he would have never let that happen. He would have told that woman off. So we picked barbecue because there was going to be a speaker and nobody would have to talk, and I was comfortable with that, and she was there, and there was no high, no nothing. We were right next to each other at one point when I went back to the buffet table for something, and so she knew I was there, I knew she was there, but we didn't speak or look at each other eye to eye, and that was good. And nobody else did. One other woman who was there when that happened did look at me and smile, so that made me feel good. But then I didn't go again, and I told Joe, I'd like you to go with me again another time when we can go together, so that I again feel like I have someone to talk to and I just won't be sitting there alone. So we went, I think last week, and that went really well. We went, sat on the other side of the room, not near her. She was there. This was a talking meeting. I introduced myself, but I passed. I didn't talk. Joe did. So it went well. And then after, Joe went to the bathroom, and I waited for him in the hallway, and she comes and walks by me, and she said, "Hi, Darlene." And I said, "Hi." And that was it. Now, she didn't apologize for anything. I'm not apologizing for anything because I don't apologize for reactions. Now, and I'm not sorry, so I don't apologize if I'm not sorry, because I did what I felt like doing. I know she was in the wrong, and that's okay. But I don't have to have hard feelings. I don't care. This woman really means nothing to me in my life. I just would like to be able to go back to that. So because she said hi to me, and I said hi to her back, I think I'd be okay going alone again if I want to. But I found this other meeting that Joe brought me to the other night, and these people are fun. I absolutely loved that group immediately. So that might be, but they're only once a week. But that might be my place to go at least once a week, alone. I would go alone. It's only about a 25-minute drive for me. And I don't mind that. And it gets me out. So, Rocket, please stop, honey. I used a different soap today. And I don't think it's going to be the right one for him. So we're going to take care of that. We're going to take care of that. You should see his expression when I'm patting him. He's so funny. This dog, I just fucking love this dog so much. You're such a good boy, Rocket. Mama loves you so much. You got a little gray hair on your head. You're starting to get gray. So those kind of things are looking good. I can't believe that Joe is, back into my life enough that I'm able to go to the group that I once liked very much. He doesn't love them as much. And so it's not some place that he probably would want to go often with me. I mean, he certainly would. But the other one that we went to that's just once a week, anytime he wants to meet me there, I will definitely go because I liked it. And some of those people, he hadn't been to that particular group in a long time. And, oh my God, am I still recording? This was supposed to be quick. Nothing's ever quick. And when he walked in, 2 people were like, Joe, oh my God, we haven't seen you in so long. There were a couple. And I always feel good for him that people know him and recognize him. And then as people started coming in, 2 other men knew him and, came up and talked to him. And it's so good to see you, Joe. And where have you been? And, I haven't seen you in 15 years. And then there's another one that we knew from another meeting that we don't go to anymore. And it was nice to see him. And he and Joe have known each other for a long time. They both have 28 years sober. So it was just nice. It was a nice gathering, a nice outing. I still am not into, all the beliefs, but I certainly love hearing the stories. And everybody went around, and I talked too at that one. For me to talk first night that I'm at a new group, I was comfortable. And next week is their birthday celebration for the sobriety people that have celebrated a certain milestone. And it's not a potluck because there's no kitchen, but you can bring something that, somebody could take home with them, like wrapped things, like if somebody wants to dump out a bag of candy or whatever. So I will try to bring something to share, and I definitely want to go to that, and I would go whether Joe goes or not. So that's good. All right, I guess I'm going to hang up now. I hope you enjoyed seeing Rocket on the slide, and I hope that you understand that don't read, I guess what I'm trying to say is don't read too much into anything. I'm very well aware that things can change like that, and that's okay. I found that I am pretty good at bouncing back. I am getting to understand more and more that it's okay to have people in your life and then have them go away and have them come back in a different format and probably have them go away again. And I have no regrets. That's the thing that I love so much right now, is that I'm not regretting, and I'm not still hung up on past guys that I saw, and I'm just having a good time. I'm enjoying it. And it's a Wednesday night, but there's a band at one of the bars that I go to. It's close. It's Sidecar, South Haven, and it's not far. And it's early, and I asked Joe, because it's his birthday, I said, would you like to go out? He has not been to a bar to see a band since we split way back then. And toward the end, he was starting to not really want to go. And that was bothering me, because it's like, I don't want to go alone. And, and things were, just falling apart there. And like I said, things can again. But anyway, I told him, if you'd like to go, we can go. It would be the first time we're seen together in months. And I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. My circle of friends know that I'm helping him and stuff like that. So, Rocket, I can't wait. Come here. I can't wait to, come on. I'm gonna have to rinse you again, I think. because you're itchy right now, and I don't want you to be itchy. So we'll see how that goes. But it's early, so he can get up early. You know, he can go to bed early, get up early to go to his class again tomorrow, his group session. And I'll be so happy for him if he can get help and have his mood more stable and get some understanding and more secure, feeling more secure about himself. He's very insecure, and that can cause trouble. And I think with the medication, that might help. He's already, I see that he, and he's been on an antidepressant for like over a month, almost 2 months now, since the first time I went with him to the doctor back in August. And, you know, I see some changes. Medication is good for many. It's just not for me, because if I get manic on medication, I don't want to tell doctors because it feels good. And I had a very bad manic episode while medicated, highly medicated, over medicated in my opinion, back in my early 40s. Was I in my 40s? I do believe so. And I maybe have a story I could tell about that. And I went off meds and I swore off them for me. I don't need them now. I don't suffer from depression at all now that I'm carnivore. And so it's all good. Okay, I've got to go. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Bye.